Hello, welcome to this short video on how to submit a method via the Replace online tool. Once you have an account on the website, you can log in and then you can submit a method by clicking on the pink button Submit Method on the top right corner of your screen. Then you will be directed to the introduction page of the Submit Method process. Here you will find some basic information on the online tool, as well as the 6 steps you need to complete before you are able to submit a method. You can start the process by clicking on the Start button. In the first step of the online tool, you need to enter some general information, such as the title of the method, an acronym, and here you can also indicate all organizations, groups and partners that are associated with your method. For instance, if you have multiple organizations, you can add more via organization. If you want to create a research group in the online tool, you can also create or join the group here. And if there are external partners in other countries, you can indicate them here. You can easily navigate through the different steps of the online tool by clicking on the different steps. As you can see, some steps have a red lining around the box, which means they have information that is required to be submitted. Those are also indicated by a red asterisk in the online tool. So in the second step, we want to know more about the scope of the method. Here you can indicate if your method is in relation to animal health or human health, if your method is situated in basic research, translational research, or maybe for training and education. And you can also further specify the type of method. For instance, if your method is an in vitro or ex vivo method, you can also indicate this here. Then you can further specify if your method makes use of animal or human-derived cells, tissues, or organs. You can also further specify this type of material. In the third step of the online tool, you want to know more about the keywords, which are linked with the methodology and with the scientific area. You can also indicate a short description of the methodology itself. This is the most important step of the online tool. In case you don't have a lot of time, you can also copy-paste an abstract of one of your research articles. If your method makes use of very expensive or elaborate material or equipment, you can also specify this here. For instance, if people need an HPLC, this is not standard in-house, you can indicate this here. You can also indicate the status of your method. For instance, if your method is still in development, or if it has a history of use within your lab, if it's internally validated, already published in a peer-reviewed journal, and it can also be submitted for further validation, or it can even already be validated by an external party. The fourth and the fifth step of the online tool are fully optional. So here you can enter the advantages and disadvantages linked with your method. If you think that there might be changes needed to your methodology, for instance, to make it a high throughput method, you can indicate this here. Or if you think your method might be used in other scientific areas or for other applications, you can also indicate this here. This is more linked with possible applications in other fields which you do not use yourself. In the fifth step of the online tool, you can add all additional information. You can refer to the references which have been linked with your methodology, for instance, publications. You can also upload a full SOP protocol or the PDF of the publication. You can also add URLs with your method. For example, if you want to refer to the link of your research group, you can enter link of my research group in the title field, and here you can browse, you can mention the URL. You can also, for instance, refer to your LinkedIn page or also with the link of your publications. If you want to share more information, you can also do this here. The sixth step of the online tool is in relation with privacy. So if you want that your name is displayed on the Replace website, you can choose yes or no. Yes is very good because it will help people to identify you as an expert, which means other people will be able to find you for collaborations. And you can also choose whether the name of your organization might be displayed on the website. You are also able to notify your colleagues, supervisors, promoters, and many more other people about your contribution. As soon as your method is included in the Replace database, they will receive an automatic email. And then you have concluded the submission process. In this case, not all mandatory fields have been completed, so I can only save and go through my methods. And then your method will be linked here, but you are able to continue with your submission process at any given time point. As soon as you have submitted all mandatory information, there will also be a pink button, Submit to Database. And then you have concluded the submission process. Thank you very much for your attention.